back to the channel. Thank you so much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. I, of course, am Lewis Porter Jr., and here we are going to talk about some more interesting questions about art and writing. And today we're going to talk about something that I'm sure you're all going to love, and when I say love, I mean hate. So here's a question for you. If writers and artists want to get paid more, whose responsibility is it to increase the sales of the comic? I know what a lot of you are thinking. You're thinking it is the publisher's responsibility to get sales. I mean, the writers done what they were supposed to do, they wrote it. And the artists did what they were supposed to do, they made the art. And now it's the publisher's job to sell the book. But is it really the publisher's job to sell the book? Or should it be the writing and artist team that do the quality work they're doing? They're really doing that. Because I gotta wonder, was it Chris Claremont's job to sell the X-Men when they were basically going to be, written off when he jumped on it? No, he took that book, said, I'm going to take it, I'm going to do some stuff to it, I'm going to make it popular, and it's going to make money. And people are going to want to read it, and people are going to be excited about it. And then I'm going to get some really good artists to work on it. And then we're going to keep increasing it. And then I'm going to make this the most popular book over time. Now, did Marvel make the book popular? Or did Chris Claremont's writing make the book popular? I think we all know it was Claremont's writing, because Marvel had already decided that book was going to get canceled, and he basically saved it and turned it around, and probably is the greatest turnaround story in comic book history. So then let's go to another book. Let's go to another fun book we can talk about sales. How about Fantastic Four with the John Byrne run? The sales increased dramatically. And I don't think it was because they were promoting the book anymore. I think Byrne had just got to a point of writing a book that he understood probably better than 90-something% of the people who had ever written it, and really just attached himself to that book. And you can see this all through history of comics. You can think about Walt Simonson on Thor. You can think about George Perez and Marv Wolfman on New Teen Titans. I mean, you could think of a lot of times you have people who jump on books and the sales increase from them. Their name helps sell the book. Mark Waid, Kurt Busiek, Jonathan Hickman, George Perez again, Marv Wolfman, Chuck Dixon. There are some names that just get attached to a book and the book sells better. So, should the publisher be the one focusing on just doing the selling and the writer doesn't do anything? Or is it kind of the writer's responsibility too? And I mean writer, I mean artist also. But if they don't promote the book as being a good writer on it or being a good artist, it wouldn't sell anyway. Because I mean, if the artist isn't interested enough to talk about it, or the writer, why would you buy it? What would make it interesting enough for you to pick up? Why would you spend your hard-earned money on this? Now, I know that Marvel and DC and all the major companies do a really great job at marketing their books. But at the same time, I wonder about the quality of marketing they do. For example, let's talk about a negative book that didn't do well with its marketing. And I'll talk about my favorite new one of that is I guess it would be the last iteration of the New Teen Titans that never came out. Marvel spent a lot of money promoting that book. They spent a lot of time promoting that book. They put ads up for it everywhere. They put stuff everywhere. I heard people talking about it, how great it was going to be. And I think they promoted that book right to its demise. 110%. I don't know why they thought that was a good way to promote such a book that many would find controversial. And I'm kind of surprised that they didn't notice how much of a bad idea that was. I mean, where are the focus groups? Where's the talk about that? I mean, as a company, they should have known better. I think a similar problem happened with Children of the Atom, that kind of, because of what happened on New Warriors, they wanted to get some distance from it and, get some separation. And that's why it took a year for it to come out. I don't think it was some, we've got to save it, but we haven't done the work kind of situation. I believe it was oh no, let's let this stuff die down and let's reintroduce this, because we don't know exactly where we're going to go with this book. And the premise is kind of similar to what New Warriors was doing, and it could have easily been the death knell for both of them. And to me, I never really saw any well, that's not totally true. I saw the artist and writer talk about it, but I didn't see them talk about it in a way that made me want to buy it. So I know in the independent scene, artists, writers usually talk up product all the time. Hey, check out a new book I'm doing, see this new thing I'm doing. Jim Zub is a prime example of that. I'm a decent fan of his, and I think he, as an independent guy, understands that you have to market yourself correctly in that way. But a lot of people just assume, oh, I write the book and let the publisher do that. That's their job. I just collect the money. And I'm like, how don't you see that these are directly connected? How don't you understand that the work that you do is going to make you more money by your promotion of it? I mean, if you're not excited about the book you're writing, how in the hell are you expecting someone else to get excited by it? So, I don't know. This is something we can think about. This is something we can talk about. Do me a favor. Leave a comment below and tell me what you think. And we'll go from there. And as usual, if you got some hate, bring the hate along. I like that hate. You know me. I like that hate. So just bring it along. Tell me how you feel. Good, bad, or otherwise. As always, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And I will talk to you later. Hey, thank you for checking out my channel. Do me a favor. Check out my other videos. And if you like what you see, subscribe.